Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Today, we're here to gather your Miami trainers for AI for commercial realtors. I'm Connie Nieto.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Christy Denny.
This is Tyson Haynes.
And we're really excited to have you joining us today. To get started, we're going to have you navigate from Miami Realtors homepage, and on the search bar, just type in AI, where you're going to see that we have an AI for Realtors resource hub. From our resource hub page, we have all this information available to you, including advantages and applications for AI, reasons to use it, right? Additional classes that we're offering, including generative AI best practices for realtors and brokers, like you have here. Suggested training sessions like the one that we're offering you, and then a wonderful link to the NAR resources. When you come into here, you have information from latest topics and more. So as I move through here, Tyson, Christy, what do you guys think of this page? Anything you'd like to mention, discuss, share?
I love the idea of these resources because AI, as much as it has made its presence on the scene, it is continuing to evolve. And this site is a place that we can go to find up and coming information. It is constantly filled with great articles. I'm looking at some of these and I'm already curious to clicking on making moves in a complex age, because I think you can either use these as part of your business, you can use these for your customers. And I love that they're bullet point, step 1, 2, and 3, and it's an easy read.
One of my personal favorites on the other page is everyone's trying to autonomize their home, making it accessible using artificial intelligence. So most definitely a smart home. You want to make sure that the home is good to go. You just say, hey, turn on the lights, etc. Your home is pretty much responding to you using that artificial intelligence. Now, there's of course different types of applications, such as Samsung's AI Family Hub, Govi AI, Savant's natural language processing, tons of different options. These are the kinds of things that we would want to focus on whenever we're working directly with that buyer, making sure that they have a safe and secure home using the AI option.
All right, so now that we've navigated and brought you through the many areas that you can look into, right? We also want to remind you that this class is being recorded, yet we have a recording already available to you on youtube.com/miamitrainers. It is a featured video. So if you're interested in going back, right, and reviewing all of these items and suggestions that we've had, you can go ahead and visit it. And I've gone ahead and shared the information here in our chat. So you can just click through and have it ready to go.
Connie, we do want to mention that for our Spanish speakers, a Spanish recording is coming for you. So we will be editing, creating, and posting that real soon, okay?
Yes, we'll have it featured as well, coming soon. So next up, let's talk a little bit about the resources and what you have available to you. So of course, that would require us visiting the homepage again and clicking through our Miami Gateway. Once you put in your license and password, that brings you to the Gateway dashboard. And one of the first items that we want to talk about, and maybe one of you wants to take over, and we can talk about Chocolate Chip.
Chocolate chip. Okay, let's go ahead and share our screen.
Sure, we'll get closer to the mic. We're just together trying to share.
We'll go ahead and take a look at Chocolate Chip. If you have not entered into Chocolate Chip before, this is a product and service that is available for you. All of our AI products are toggled. You have a strip across the top right-hand corner that says Chocolate Chip. To access it, you simply give that a little click and it'll give you quite an array of products and services that you can use. For example, we have email. What does that mean? You can give it a prompt and it will provide for you, using artificial intelligence, a shortcut into creating multiple emails for your customers on any topic that you wish to use. You also have text to image, which is a great option. You can select and enter a particular phrase of an image that you would like using text and it will generate it for you. Image transform is the ability for you to add in or upload an image into the system. The system will then go ahead and filter that through, creating different transformations of the same image so that you can use it on multiple platforms. You also have the ability to create captions for your social media posts. Now you have it formatted for Facebook, you have it formatted for Instagram, as well as Twitter, now formerly known as X. And then as we scroll down, we also have additional options regarding TikTok and Pinterest. So let's click on one of these and give it a go. Let's go ahead and click on text to image and see how that goes. Typically, you'll have a few steps that Chocolate Chip will give you to help you create that prompt for the AI. So the first option here, it says describe the image you would like. Let's say I want maybe a real estate office. And let's go ahead and put it in Miami so it's local. And then here we can add a mood, a medium, or provide the system with inspiration. I want to see what it has just with my basic description. So I'm going to click on generate at the bottom and see what it gives me. On the right-hand side, it started to format my image. And here we go. So this is AI related. So what does that mean? That means that we have to reevaluate our prompt and allow that system to recreate for us. So let's go ahead and get a little bit more basic. Let me get a real estate office, maybe building. And clicking on generate. As we start creating and prompting the system, you will have images that you can then download, copy, and use. You are able to generate multiple images with the same prompts, allowing the AI to create until you're satisfied with what they gave you. Right? I think I like this one. This one would be fantastic for a social media post. I can go ahead and download it and use it for my marketing. Moving into dashboard. Another option that you may have is possibly a script or an email. So let's go ahead and click on email. From here, I can give it a prompt. Let's say I would like to do as I begin to type in the content that I wish to create, the system will also give me prompts for inspiration. So as I type in real estate, I get some ideas coming in. 3 common mistakes buyers make when choosing a real estate agent. 3 questions you got to ask the real estate agent. Let's go ahead and add in additional verbiage. And as I introduce the word commercial, see what other options I have. Exploring options for investing in commercial real estate. I can go ahead and give that a little click. We can choose a tone of voice. We've got friendly, we've got professional. You can manually input whichever tone you would like. And then if there's a specific keyword you'd like to use, you can. Clicking on short, medium, or long, I'm going to go with the medium option. And then to the right-hand side, I'm going to click on generate. Once I click on generate, here we have the system providing us plenty of content that we can use so that we can apply it into our branding. This is a great learning space. This is amazing for a social media post, a blog that you'd like to create. If you want to do a newsletter, you can do a newsletter. Even someone who is dipping a toe in commercial, you can start to move into that field. What do you guys think? Do you guys want to add one? Want to play with one of the options in Chocolate Chip? All right, Tyson.
Absolutely. Yes. I have a couple of different ideas that we might be able to incorporate when using the Chocolate Chip AI system. So I'm going to go ahead and switch it over to my screen so that we can get started. All right, again, happy Friday, everyone. Okay, I'm going to go into the gateway real quick. Jump in there. All right, into Chocolate Chips AI. What I would do when it comes to Chocolate Chips AI, the first thing I would want to make sure I mention is you do have a 2-week free trial. After that, it is $14.99 a month. What you could definitely do is combine using both maybe the email option and the text to image option so that you have that little image of whatever you're trying to advertise at the very top. And then you can have the language that you can incorporate within your drip email. So what I'm going to go ahead and do first is click on text to image. All right. And you want to keep it very basic. The more you kind of go into each one of these fields, it might make it where it's not necessarily a realistic image. So I would come over to image description, and then I'm going to put something like create realistic image of Miami. Let me go back a little bit. Miami commercial area with restaurants and multi-family property, something like that. All right, perfect. And then from there, what I would do is go down to keywords. Then I would put something like, for example, a com image, click on create, and it's going to generate an image that I could put at the very top of that email campaign, that drip email that I begin to work on. All right, again, this is AI, so you're more than welcome. Hey, if you don't like the very first one that it creates, you can kind of mess around with some of the prompting that you put in. You can click on generate again. And then once it creates what you like, you can simply save it from there and then incorporate that within an email campaign. All right, voila, we do have a fantastic image here. It does incorporate both of what I advised it to do, multifamily, and of course, restaurants that are available in an area. So again, I could put that at the very top of the email. From there, I can go ahead and jump into the email section. And as Christy said, you can go ahead and begin typing what you want. The system will give you a couple of different recommendations, but if you want to tell the system, hey, create me something in specific based on what I want, I can go into the section content and I could say something like create an email looking for investors to purchase property in Miami in opportunity zones, just something like that. All right, from there, we can select the tone of voice. So for example, this is going to be an email drip campaign. I would want to capture, multiple different types of audiences. I might go in here and then put something like professional as well. And then we can select the length of what we write. For example, we can keep it short and sweet, medium or long. For this one, we're going to go ahead and click on medium and then click on generate from there. And then right there, it says, dear prospective investors, we are pleased to offer you an extraordinary investment opportunity in one of South Florida's most desirable hotspots, Miami. Specifically, we have properties eligible for designation on opportunity zones, providing the opportunity for tax advantages, capital gains in specific. These properties are ideally located and benefit from Miami's booming economy with its mix of business sectors and a diverse portfolio of amenities. This city has drawn entrepreneurs and startups from around the world, and the city's tourism sector remaining strong. Again, this is going to be the first thing that it creates. If you want to maybe tweak it, remember, this is AI. It's like putting on a Air Jordan, if you will. So it's just going to allow you to have something to start with. If you want to, of course, tweak it, add anything that matches your tone, you're more than welcome to simply copy it and then repurpose it at your heart's desire.
I love that we have some great questions in the chat about possible statistics and asking if we can create statistics. Of course, we see the question in the chat. It's a live class, so we're here kind of typing away for you. So as Tyson mentioned, you can type in these prompts and get what you need. Connie, do you want to share on that?
I want to also answer another question that came up, which is about using the content, copyright infringement, plagiarism. So one of the things to focus on is everything that we're featuring today is talking to you about AI generation. And in particular, ChocolateChip.ai uses the plagiarism checking technology to make sure your content is original. So no need to worry about any of that. Everything you generate here is specifically made for you. And in all of the items that we feature, that's one of the giveaways, that it's content created just for you. So then you can elaborate, edit, and make it yours. Now, how many of you have ever had writer's block?
Me.
Me for sure.
I know for sure that I come up with fantastic ideas. And if I don't immediately write or share or do like a voice command, they just disappear. But in that moment where you need to create, right, and you're wondering what to say and how to say it, these AI solutions provided to you by Miami Realtors are the must use, must see. So we're trying to give you here options. We've given you links and information so you can see what there is to offer from Chocolate Chip. So how about you want to share one more? Christy has another thing that she just wants to share with you. So go ahead.
I do want to share it with you because it's answering one of the questions. Now, of course, you want to go ahead and reread. We are the professionals. We have access to our statistics. You have so many statistic programs you can use in your Miami Gateway. But if you wanted to get something started with AI, take a look at one of the prompts that I have created. Create commercial stats for new investors investing in buying in Miami. And I went ahead and I went for a median output length and I started to generate it. So as these questions come in, we try our best to answer them, and they've given us some information here that we can preview. Again, we are the professionals. We would have to check on these, but it is a good place to start. Can you do it? You can, but then again, and I heavily want to state, you are the real estate professional and you want to create your own statistics.
Can I add to
You
that?
can do it.
Can I add
Of
to that?
course.
One of the things I want to add is we're getting a couple of questions about, fair housing and HUD, et cetera. Remember that these prompts, what these generate, is actually for you to use, correct? Not only is it for you to use, but it's also there for you to edit. So what it ends up being is like an outline or an idea. So you don't have to generate all of it, but you should be editing, right, and reviewing. Because as Christy mentioned, right, as we've all shared, you're the professional. You know what's right or wrong. What this is doing is preparing you for success. So it's easier to add in than to generate. So use these to help you generate and then go in and add it, right? Adding your flair, your info, and most importantly, making sure that you're being compliant.
I love that. And yes, as you work that prompt, if you're not getting the results that you need, continue to add what you're looking for. I think the more you know about a specific niche in the industry, the more you know about commercial, the better you will be to create a more in tuned prompt for AI. So we want to move into the next program.
I think we should. So I want to go ahead and give you a sneak peek, right? Into Agent 3000, right? Agent 3000. So when you come into Agent 3000, you have Eve. Eve is the AI that's available through there. And just to step back, here is the tile with Agent 3000. And we come in, and what you can prompt it to do under the content editor is create information like I have here. So one of the things I wrote in is reasons to consider commercial space in Miami. And this is what it provided. Miami's a vibrant city with a booming economy and diverse business landscape, making it an attractive location for companies looking to establish or expand their presence. First and foremost, Miami offers strategic location that provides easy access to both domestic and international markets. And then it goes to give an overview. I even put in something like purchasing for commercial real estate in Wynwood. Wynwood has become a high sought out location for businesses looking to invest in commercial real estate. So here you could use this content for social media. You could use it for a presentation. And again, all you have to do is come into the system, come on the left-hand side, click into the content editor, type in what it is that you're looking for, and tell Eve to work for you. Now she can create social media posts, blogs, even a biography for you. And wasn't it you, Christy, that last time you sought out for it to create something special for the bio, that resume? I don't know if you want to do that now, but there she goes. She's taking over.
We can take a look at it, of course. The bio is so important. You want to make sure that you have a bio on all of your marketing. You want a short one, you want a long one, you want one for your social media. And if you have not created one as of yet, you do have the option inside of Agent 3000. So within Meet Eve, our new AI, underneath our content editor, you have 1, 2, 3 steps that you would take in order for you to go ahead and formulate some of this AI. Every month, you guys get at no cost 30 credits. We would input our language. So you have multiple languages that are available here. You can generate in English and Spanish and Portuguese, German, Chinese, Russian, French, Italian. I'm going to go ahead and set it out for English, and then I'm going to select my content type. I'll go ahead and add in a biography, and then in part 2, where it says for me to add in my prompts, we'll go ahead and add in that we would like a bio for real estate professional.
By the way, I always like to mention, I don't know if you guys know, but this is not a presentation. This is live, us clicking through and working with you, showing you that, we also have to rewrite, think about what we're doing, but doing the step-by-step and guiding you on how to use these. And the idea is for you to be able to come back and recreate yourself with these step-by-step guides that your Miami trainers provide.
We do have a terms of use here that we need to accept, so please read your terms of use. Clicking on I agree, and let's see what we get from Eve.
I love how it tells you to be patient. She's thinking I'm working.
Scrolling down, we've got a lengthy one here. So this is a great start. Anytime you use AI, I would review. And once I review, I would also come back in here and add my own niche, my own specialties, my anything about the benefits that make working with you special. But this is a great base if you don't have one yet. As a seasoned commercial real estate professional, I bring over a decade of experience in the industry. My expertise lies in negotiating and closing deals for various types of commercial properties, including office buildings, retail space, and industrial warehouses. I have a proven track record of successfully guiding clients through the complex process of buying, selling, and leasing commercial real estate. And she goes on to give us additional content. Tyson, do you want to add anything?
Absolutely,
Let's
guys.
do it.
All right.
While Tyson is setting up, I want to mention something. Agent 3000 offers you credits per month. It's enough to make it through a month of content for sure. But one of the features that it does have is that once you create, it keeps it for how long, Christy?
It keeps it for 6 months.
6 months. So you can come back in, copy, paste, and reuse, update, etc. And then you can also start creating your own templates of information. So once you create content, if you like it, copy and start to create your templates. But it does store it for 6 months. So hoping you guys like that portion of it.
Absolutely. All right, guys. So I did put in a prompt a couple of weeks ago that was very similar to what I just showed you guys in Chocolate Chips AI, where I want the system to kind of create a game plan where I can try to send a piece of information directly to an investor, maybe an email piece, maybe something I can come up with and, practice saying in my head whenever I reach out to that investor, letting them know, again, of these different areas of opportunity where we want to see growth within South Florida. So, for example, I put this into the system earlier. I put investing in opportunity zones in Miami, a lucrative opportunity for investors, and it provided the following. Opportunity zones have been gaining traction in the investment world as a way to reap significant tax benefits while also making a positive impact in underserved communities. Miami, with its booming real estate market and diverse economy, presents a prime opportunity for investors looking to capitalize on this initiative. When crafting an email to pitch this investment opportunity to potential investors, it is crucial to highlight the unique advantages of investing in Miami's opportunity zones, emphasize the potential for high returns, tax incentives, and the chance to contribute to the revitalization of local communities. In your email, make sure to provide specific details about the projects and developments in Miami's opportunity zones that make them attractive investment opportunities, including information about the city's strong job market, growing population, and thriving industries that make it desirable location for investment. So this information that we have right here is going to help us create that game plan. And then what we can do with that information is jump into shortly. We're going to go in there in just a little bit. We're going to go into RPR. We can leverage this information, get that demographical information, that typography information, so that we can provide the information directly, maybe to an investor. Maybe we're going to the city to have maybe a commercial space rezoned for example, residential. We have low inventory right now. So we can use this game plan use the information that we can generate using the AI scriptwriter for commercial, and then have a package that we can provide to different types of customers.
I love that, Tyson. That's great info that we can use. And I mean, they kind of did it for us.
Absolutely.
All right, so are we gonna go for like the big ticket item, the one we've all been waiting to show?
You want to do, RPR?
You know, I think we should. All righty, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch over and show you a little bit of the magic. Here we are in RPR Commercial, and you can come to the very top, right? And you can come to reports, correct? And you can do so much more. Right. I do want to mention that you have an amazing trade area report here, right? And you can come and look at information. So one of the ways that I've noticed is that you put in, your info on the very top. Here you have Doral, and you can click into any one of the listings, right? And you can see updates, my updates up here, right? You can get information on trade area, right? And here is where the magic happens. So here we see median household income for the area of interest. In this case, I was looking at Doral. 81,498 is the median household income. Median age, 38.7. The total population, and the dominant segment from our tapestry market segmentation. If you've never done a trade area report or taken an RPR commercial class, please do. So necessary. But now, what we can do from here. There is a script writer. So some of you have been asking, is there a way to get, statistics and share? Can it get information that we know is correct? Well, RPR is our resource. So we can come here and click on the script writer, and we have so many selections, from the tone being professional, conservative, engaging, conversational. So I'll leave it here under engaging. And is your audience city planners, investors, business owners and tenants, or investors and businesses? So let's peek at investors here, and let's choose primary segment and housing, right? And let's say I want a one-pager. Now I know the rest of us are going to go through what we like, but sometimes I like a one-page summary, something that's brief, to the point, and gets me started, maybe something to engage with your customers. So you can go ahead here and just by simply clicking through, get your one-page summary that you can copy and paste and start to use with updated information. Remember that statistics are updated, right? According to, this is probably census information and other items, but you get your update in here, and here you have something that you can do, right? Welcome to Doral, a vibrant commercial hub teeming with up-and-coming families, making up 32.1% of households. And the statistics here for commercial housing in Doral. Investors take note. Doral offers a youthful, dynamic community with strong professional employment base and growing housing market, an excellent opportunity for your next investment venture. This is something that you can email to yourself, that you can copy the text into, and of course you can generate with these different items. So now, Tyson, Christy, you decide who's next to show them all the other goodies in here.
Go ahead, Tyson, jump on.
Absolutely. All right, let me go ahead and
He's
switch
been
over.
waiting.
Let me go ahead and switch over. All right, perfect, guys. All right, let me go ahead and jump in. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys, if you ever want an alternative way to jump into the script writer when it comes to commercial. Again, make sure that your toggle is switched over to the commercial side. You can look up any specific area. I'm going to go ahead and say Doral for this example. From there, I'm going to go under places. I'm going to click on Doral, Florida. All right, and we can access any property, any listing, or even off-market property. And then when we do so, we're going to go directly into the listing and jump into the trade area section. Now, great information that we have here. We have the median household income, meaning the middle of the market, 81,498. We have the median age of 38.7, and a total population for Doral at being 84,094, and the top segment is the up and coming families. Now, what you guys can do with that information, if you want to have a breakdown of that tapestry, that number one dominant group, what you would want to do is, of course, create that trade area report. located at the very top under reports, you would jump right over there. And that's going to explain exactly the different types of individuals that live in that area. But more importantly, it's going to tell you exactly what kind of property that they like to buy. Do they like to rent? Do they like to purchase single family homes, etc.? It's going to provide that within that report. All right, what we're going to go ahead and do though, we're going to go into the create script section. And in this scenario, what I'm going to go ahead and do is we're going to keep the tone professional. Maybe I have an investor, maybe I'm the investor, and I have a piece of land that's zoned commercial. Maybe I want to reach out to the city council, say, hey, we do have a challenge right now with that low inventory. Can we try to have this land rezoned? So we're going to use the option city planner. We're going to go ahead and click on the primary segment. We're also going to include income as well as housing. From there, there's two great options whenever maybe you have an investor trying to have a land switched over maybe to a different type based on usage. We could go ahead and say, hey, maybe we just need an outline. I kind of know the area. Maybe I need some talking points. I can, of course, use the presentation outline. Or what I can go ahead and do is see what this system provides if I click on a detailed report. I'm going to go ahead and click on that now. And all of these different systems that we're using, again, they are AI. If you don't like what it generates that very first time, you can go ahead and click on that generate button again, or click on the report of your choosing, and it will spit something out just a little bit different each and every time. So we're going to be patient. It's currently loading that script. All right. Again, I clicked on that detail one. It's going to provide a lot of information. All right. And it has the following prepared by you. It's going to have your name at the top for city planners, economic development, city council, your contact information, and an executive summary. This report provides a comprehensive analysis of the Doral, Florida commercial trade area, focusing on demographical and economic trends that are pertinent to city planning and economic development initiatives. Our aim is to equip city planners with insights into the local market that can inform strategic decisions. Again, we're looking at both the primary segment, income and housing. So it's providing me the following for demographical profile. The primary tapestry segment within Doral is up and coming families. Again, I would use this report, also use the trade area report that you can get with commercial RPR, and combine both of this information so that I have a presentation on screen as I go over the information here. Accounting for 32.1% of households, this segment has a median age of 32.3 years, suggesting a youthful and potentially dynamic consumer base. Employment trends within this segment skew towards professional, management, business, and financial. If I move down a little bit, we also have income analysis and also housing market overview. So under income, it's going to say the following. The average household income in Doral stands at an impressive $111,423, which is indicative of a relatively affluent community with significant purchasing power. Moving down, we also did click on housing. I did include that information. Housing market overview. Doral's housing market presents a split between home ownership and rental properties, within 44.2% of residents owning their homes and 55.8% renting. So, for example, maybe we have that commercial space where we have offices. What we might be able to do with this information is, of course, go directly to the city, have them try to vote, and see if we can take maybe that office space and maybe have them rezone it for residential use. We also have further down implications for city planning. The data suggests that Doral has a burgeoning population of young families who are professionally employed and financially stable. There is a clear indication that these residents value home ownership and have a vested interest in well-being of their community. Again, great information that we can have in our hand that we can speak to whenever we're dealing with different types of customers. And then what we can go ahead and do is also use that trade area report and then provide that information as a presentation whenever we are reaching out to, again, different types of audiences, city planners, investors, business owners and tenants, investors and businesses. All right, again, great information located in the scriptwriter for commercial, guys. A lot of great information. And I think Christy wanted to go over.
I think you're doing great on your screen, Tyson. I would just open up our tone. Can you open the tone?
Absolutely.
We have an additional one that's not available on the residential side. So on the commercial side, you have the option of conservative. You don't have conservative on the other side. So you have this available for residential, but now you have a new tone. I think we should also just open up our different audiences so you can see all of the ones that we have. And I think the idea is for you guys to get excited about it, move into your preferred areas and click around because the options are amazing.
All right, we're going to do that now. We're just waiting for the system to go ahead and generate the conservative, and then we'll switch audience from there. All right, so again, we could maybe also look at
business owners and tenants,
absolutely,
right? Just if we want to make connections in an area.
One of the things to remember is tailor your messages and impress them. Make sure RPR Commercial is what you're using. But I also want to remind you, these are available to copy and text, right? To send to yourself in an email. And then this allows you to edit, enhance, and make yours. But one of the things we love about RPR is that this is your statistics, your information, so you have it there at your fingertips.
When you guys click on send by email, the system will go ahead and send that over to the email that you have assigned to your RPR account. Okay.
I do want to mention something that is written out and you can find it, but RPR prides itself on providing a laundry list of data-based features for today's commercial real estate professionals. And we've mentioned it, the trade area report, site selection information, ROI analytics, traffic data counts, mapping research, and more. So this is just one additional piece that they've worked at. And we want to remind you again, if you're interested in learning more about RPR Commercial, make sure to join us for our class.
Are we moving into any other products and services? I think we can do a little an additional AI product and service that we have. So primarily, we were told it's a residential program, but you could think of different ways to use it for a small office space.
Are you going to do?
I was thinking about it.
I know one that I want you to do.
I was thinking about it. So we do have a program called Virtual Staging AI. So all things AI, this is a great one. This will allow you to input an image. So let's go ahead and give that a click. You can test it before you commit to anything, but it'll allow you to load up an image. Let's go ahead and try a photo. This does have a cost, but I think the idea of being able to show it to a customer that you have a more modern way of marketing could be a great option. All right. Typically, the system will allow us to load an image. We're going to go ahead and click on that cloud icon. Giving that a click, I'm going to take a peek into an office space here. It is bare, right? And we are able to go ahead and add furniture. Now, with the upgrade, you do get more room types, but let's just take a look. We'll go ahead and add in home office, and then we can pick our type of style. So I'm going to go ahead and select industrial, and then we'll process the photo and see what the AI gives us. This is great for a small office. This could be great for empty apartments, maybe if they're interested in investing that way. And for our residential customers as well, or for our agents that want to use it for residential. This typically takes about 60 seconds, and you'll have 3 options towards the bottom that you can choose from. We also have that tip. If you don't like it, just generate one more time and see what's available. So it's taken that space and it has loaded it with multiple office spaces within based on the size of that photo. So we've got option 1, we've got option 2 here for you. We've got option 3 that is still loading for us, but I think it's an easy win. It's a great program and we enjoy it. I hope you guys can click into it. If you are interested in beginning to use the program, we do have a special code. We have the code Miami, and we get, as Miami members, 40% off.
Just a great idea, and proposal for customers looking for space. Now, how about one more thing?
Let's do it.
You wanted to show it, Tyson, and I'll go ahead and run. Let me go ahead and show you here Cubicasa. Now, this is meant for up to 5,000, right? For up to 5,000 square feet, but you can purchase additional items. You come in and it's at a floor plan with measurements to your listings. Tyson had mentioned that he wanted to share this with you, so I just couldn't pass it up, right? So imagine including measurements and details, right? You just need to click to sign up, put in your information, and click to continue. Work email for you would be the one that is associated with your membership, right? You can generate your password. This is also based as an application, but this is the desktop portion, right? And you can come in and it will keep information, right? And you can create an order, see your order list, etc. Now, it is up to 5,000 square feet for you to do a 2D, right, layout for free. But if you have a larger space, one of the options is to go ahead, right, and create and generate what you need. What I like most about this is how many of you go everywhere with your cell phone? How many of you go everywhere with your cell phone?
Can't live without it.
Right? It's like I always say, I'll leave my significant other, but I won't leave my cell phone. And then everybody laughs and I go, well, I can call him with the phone, that's right. So all of us use it. So how about having a device that can help you get a floor plan for your customer from your phone? All of us take it everywhere. So this again is the desktop version, but you can come in, right? And then go ahead and download the app. You have your login and you could create up to 5,000 square feet for free, a 2D. So let's show you some of the things that we've done. So here is our Hialeah space I see, right? And let me scroll down because there was another one because I wanted to show you. And of course, this is our shared account, right? Let's see if it's this one here. I wanted to show you that you could take use of the space, right? And that it shows you the floor plans and the dimensions. Okay, let me go and click right back to my order list and see if there's another one.
You can do upstairs, you can do downstairs.
Yeah, that's the one I was looking for.
If there's clutter in the room, the AI will see right past it.
Let's see. No, it's not this one. Maybe it's the one after that.
I love all of the ones you're clicking on.
They're all commercial spaces.
They are. They are. I'm trying to see if I have that. Here it is. So what I wanted to also explain is sometimes you go into an office space, right? And you want to feature that loft or entry area, right? We've gone ahead and we've tested this. And what you do is you simply come in and it'll give you this, right? And here's the second floor and then a combination floor plan of both. And I love the fact that you can go ahead and download and that you have, and it recognizes, this is our little eat-in kitchen that we have, hall space. And I didn't continue, right? But you have hall, classroom, reception, etc. It even identifies the staircase. And this was, again, all done with a cell phone. And what you do is you scan. You open up your phone and you scan. So to me, it's an additional plus, right? We're always talking about valuation proposition and how you guys can make yourself even more valuable to your customers. And here's a way to do it with another feature that you have for free from Miami Cubicasa.
Typically, when you use it, you're scanning, you're walking the property. Once you are done and you're going to submit your order, if you want the free version, it'll be done in 24 hours. So the next day, some less if the space is smaller, but typically it's 24 hours. So I think it's a great follow-up tool. So if you went in, you did a floor plan for your customer, that's a great way to touch base with them the following day, letting them know that you had a great presentation and you're submitting that floor plan for them. So yes, typically it's the next day. If you need it faster or you wanted to add any additional bells and whistles to your floor plans, you can. It just has an additional cost.
How many of you want a sneak peek to the app? Anybody interested in a little view of the app?
Show us.
Oh, you're so brave. Let me go ahead and see here.
And another thing I want to make sure I mention is you guys can actually edit these floor plans and then add maybe furniture, office space, things like that. That way you can make sure that you can fit different types of
So what Tyson is saying is,
information.
how about using 2 or 3 of the options we've provided you? You go ahead and you scan, you take the space and you take a picture, and then you can use the virtual staging to set up the space. I mean, we're preparing you for your presentation, getting you ready to go. So I'm here right now. I'm gonna step away, so I'm gonna let them talk to you a little bit. Here's my app. I'm gonna search for Kubicasa.
Guys, we're scanning live.
Yeah, so please, remember where we're at. So what we do here on the very bottom, if you guys can see it, is we would click on scan, right? And it allows you to select single house, townhouse, apartment building, or other. And our option right now would be other, and that's how you would do your commercial space. You would click to continue. It finds your location or asks, right? And this helps you then know what space it was. You click to confirm, continue, and it's telling you what to do. Point straight ahead, do this and that. And we have a class going on, so I'm gonna try to only do a little space because I want you to see what you submit, right? But we have a class in the other room. So I'm gonna click here to continue. Let's scan, right? And you start your scan by clicking on the red button. And notice how it'll tell you if you're too close to something or someone else.
It's okay
Right.
if you've got furniture in the way. It will see
Here's
it.
the team. We were subtly, here,
Kind of faded out in the background, but I'm right here.
right? There he is. There's Mr. Tice. Of course, Connie is behind camera. Right, and we're gonna come on out so you can see what it does.
You can scan in seconds.
It's picking up all the dimensions.
And you can send for processing. And then the popular one, which is for free, right?
It's called light.
Yes, light. And you have the plus 3D, which is additional, and we get discounts as Miami numbers on that. And you click to continue. Right, next, you could add additional items, send in notes. I want to go back a sec. So you can pay for these upgrades if you'd like. Click next, and now you can wait. And you place your order.
Yes, Daniel, they are estimates. So yes, you would want to make sure that you include that disclaimer that this is being generated
I
using
just
software.
wanted to show you how quickly, right? How quickly these are done. It's uploaded, and in 24 hours, you would have your floor plan.
User friendly.
Very user friendly. All of you have your cell phone. Everyone can use it.
Do we want to wrap with commercial classes?
Of course. So let's see. You want to take them to the commercial space so they can see everything that's offered?
Absolutely, guys. All right, let me go ahead and switch over to my screen. The top location to go in order to see anything and everything commercial, you want to make sure you go to the top of the website, go to miamirealtors.com/commercial. All right, once you're there, wealth of information. We have access to the matrix system, commercial MLS. We also have the South Florida commercial property search. We have a brand new website where you can search using finding commercial spaces, be that an office space, maybe a flex space, a warehouse, maybe a piece of land as well. We can locate that here under the South Florida commercial property search, and also an exclusive service that is available for commercial members. If you are not a commercial member, you can upgrade for $105 a year. That's going to give you this exclusive product by the name of member to member marketing, where you can go in there. If you have a commercial property, you can go in there and list it. And of course, email blast all of the commercial members that we have, letting them know that you have a property available for sale. You can also find, maybe you have an investor, right? Maybe you're looking in Matrix. You can't find maybe that gas station that you need for your investor. You can jump into the commercial communicate system, and you're going to see all their inventory that might not show up in the MLS system. All right, what I want to go ahead and cover with you guys, there's a couple of some fantastic commercial classes that are located here in this section, commercial classes and events. One of which is, of course, the commercial MLS class, where we go into the system. We go over how you can search for different types of land. So, for example, maybe you're a residential member thinking about commercial. There is a fantastic option in the commercial land section where you can find possibly the future areas of development. I did mention earlier, we're currently in a low inventory situation. We can only build so much when it comes to new construction. You can go into that system, find commercial land that is being rezoned to residential using a couple of those different types of searches. Another thing that you can learn using commercial MLS is you can find those up and coming areas of development so that you can be the local expert in your area, such as where maybe DR Horton's going to start building next, NAR, etc. We also jump into, in the commercial MLS class, looking at income producing property so that you can determine a cap rate on if your investor wants to buy multifamily units. We also have another fantastic commercial class that is available, that commercial RPR, that is packed with a wealth of different options, and it keeps growing. So, for example, the commercial RPR class, there is a beautiful product in there called the commercial site selection tool. Maybe you have an investor, maybe they want to open up a gas station. What that commercial site selection will do is find the areas where they spend the most on, for example, gas. Maybe you want to have them open up a restaurant. It's going to show you the top areas where they purchase different types of food. For example, chicken, meat, as well, bread as well. And you have that exclusive trade area report, which is great, not just for commercial members, also for residential. You can find those different types of demographics that live in different cities. And then what you will know and find out is the different types of property that they like to purchase. Maybe a certain area likes to purchase townhomes. Maybe certain areas have a high amount of renters. Maybe we can convert those renters to buyers. A lot of different ways to translate the information in that trade area report. And for my commercial agents, for that trade area report, it's also going to let you know traffic count. Traffic count is important when it comes to commercial investment. For example, you have someone that wants to buy a restaurant. We want a lot of traffic. It's going to let us know those top areas where we have a lot of traffic. And of course, on the opposite end of that situation, maybe we want an investor to purchase a warehouse. They don't want to have too much traffic in those areas. It's going to let us know what areas have the lowest amount of travel so that we can maybe have a option for a semi to offload cargo in those warehouses. There's also another new commercial class. It's great for commercial and residential. It is the working with investors opportunity zones. Again, we're in a low inventory market. What we cover over there is all of those future areas that are set to boom within the next couple of years. They are technically in a 20% poverty level. So if an investor was to purchase in these areas, do a vast change to the property, for example, they buy a single family home, they improve the property, they hold on to it for at least a year, the capital gains tax will go from 30% down to anywhere from 5 to 10%. Again, if they hold on to that property for a minimum of a year. Again, that class is already in the system for June. We're going to have that via Zoom and also in person, should you guys want to take a look into that. Another thing, one more thing that we cover in the Opportunity Zones class is, for example, right now we're trying to best service our buyers, right? The option that we cover in the Opportunity Zone is we have an investor that may want to purchase, for example, maybe 6 multifamily units, maybe creating a rental CMA, letting them know how much they can rent out those units. That might be the driving force if we create that CMA in order for us to become their buyer representative. Again, a lot of great information, guys. Again, just go to miamirealtors.com/commercial. And then on the right, we have a pack of classes located right here that you can take.
We have so many great questions inside of the chat. So we shared with you guys that link that has to do with our commercial page, please come in here, take a look at it. We have some questions about getting that certification. So this is going to be available here. You have your commercial certificate program. You can earn points, right, until you receive that additional certification. This is a great way to either jump into commercial, to sharpen up your skills. And these are the key elements that are going to be available in the core curriculum. It has the upcoming commercial certificate classes that you can take. And some of these were available to your right-hand side. So I would jump on in here and view all of the options that you have. You start the process by applying here. So giving that a little click in order for you to apply. I'm going to share that with you guys.
And also, Kamali, I do want to make sure I answer your question regarding the cost to upgrade a commercial. It is just $105 extra a year, so not monthly.
All righty, folks. And with that, I think we're ready to go, right? I think we've recorded the session. We want to remind you again that we do have a recording already available to you at youtube.com/miamitrainers. And we wanted to thank you and wish you a wonderful weekend. So a great message for all of you guys. I hope you enjoyed the class. Have a great weekend. Signing off here, Connie.
Christy.
Tyson.
Take care, take it easy, and we hope to see you again for the next one.
Thank you for being Miami members.
Always more with
Miami.
There you go.